Shizuoka Hobby Show. Where hopefully we're going to see a whole bunch of new items. Do you guys want to come on inside and let's take a look and see what's new? Come along for the ride. Alright, so here we have it. This is the kit a lot of people have been looking forward to. A lot of people were happy that they announced it is the real grade RG Sazabi. And boy, this is a big, beautiful kit. A lot of people doubted that they could make this because usually a lot of the previous real grade kits have been based on smaller frame mobile suits. But this is quite a bit larger than any of the previous real grade kits that they have done. And it looks like, if you saw that shot before, it's standing on its own, so maybe unlike the Sinanju they had earlier, this one might be able to stand. It has a stronger frame, at least I am hoping. It doesn't really mention anything about how the frame is, or if it is a frame that was used on a previous RG kit, although I hope it does. This kit has a lot of great details. As you can see, it comes with a nice shield. It's got some options. Fixed pose hands, you don't have movable hands. But some great weapons and a lot of really nice detail, even though this is a smaller 1/144th kit, but that's what we can expect from real grade kits, is great detail. And wow, this is really beautiful. I cannot wait to get started on building this one. This will be out in August. All right, so due out in July is going to be the Master Grade Jaqen. And this is looking pretty sweet. A lot of people are big Jaqen fans, so we'll get at least one regular release Jaqen after that. Who knows, but it looks pretty nice. Of course, you got the cockpit that opens up. You can see the little guy on side, and Master Grade, so you got the nice frame detail. So yes, this one will be out in July. Look forward to it. I know a lot of people out there love Master Grades. All right, so here's something I do not remember seeing this kit before coming to the hobby show. But this is the Moon Gundam. Now actually, it looks like this kit might be part of some kind of Gundam Ace comic collaboration. It mentions on the poster behind that it says Comics 1 and 2 coming out in September 9/26. This kit, well, I guess it'll be out in September for 3,240 yen. Of course, on HLJ it'll be a bit cheaper. Right next to it, we also have, it's called Barugiru. And that's looking pretty cool. There's no date, it's just tentative planning for this kit. So it's really cool looking. I like this. I like the looks of that one. All right, so from the Gundam narrative, this is that new anime series or short series that was announced not too long ago. We have the first of the new HG kits that are coming out. We've got the Unam Unicorn Gundam Phoenix, and this is the new style Phoenix. It's got like the tails coming off of the shield, so it's slightly different than the original Phoenix model. Now this is another one that I was really looking forward to, is the Sinanju Stein. Before we never had a Stein version in HG. The Stein was only available in the Master Grade series, but now we're finally getting a Stein in HG size. Also on the left, we've got the Narrative Gundam. All right, so it's the Narrative Gundam, and the Narrative Gundam has this really big kind of mobile suit looking, or what do you call that? Like a jetpack type deal with huge weapons. And this is HG kit. And this is due out in autumn, it says. It doesn't have a specific date. The Phoenix will be out in June, and the Sinanju Stein will also be out in autumn. That is looking pretty cool. I look forward to building. All right, so from the F91 series, we have two kits actually coming out. This month, later this month, we have the Gundam F91 version 2.0 Master Grade kit is coming out. Now this looks pretty cool. You got some nice, great details in that chest area where it kind of opens up, and you can see like a different layer of plastic colors on the inside. That looks really great. And next to it also we have the RE Begina Gina. Yeah, there's the Begina Gina. Begina Gina's poking by and saying hello. It looks really great. They got it up on a stand. No idea how it's going to stand, but it's not a very big kit, so even though it's an RE, it should be pretty good. All right, Hado everyone! We recently did these on Gunpla TV, so we got the Hados. And of course, there are some new Hatos on the way in blue and pink and yellow versions. Of course, the pink one has those cool looking cat ears. So I'm sure, just like the Poochie guys, where we got this little Poochie guy helmet wearing girl on the side there, I'm pretty sure they're going to start being more creative with the Hatos, like we have the ears, and probably we'll start seeing like a whole bunch more kind of crazy stuff going on with the Hatos. I mean, they're cheap, they're fun, it's just a Gundam is freedom type easy thing to do. All right, so moving on over, we have the the Sky Wings. So we got the Sky Wings over here, and the Kapul on the top. That looks pretty cool, although this isn't actually the display for the Kapul itself. So that we're getting in now to the big Gundam Build Divers series items. So we got a lot of here on the option sets on the right here, and then moving on over, this is one that I kind of been looking forward to seeing, and it is the Rio. So this is like a special version of the Rio for the Build Divers series. Actually, this week, the original wing version of the Leo kit is being released. It should be coming into stock in HLJ this week. This special version from Build Divers will be out in June. And as you can see, it has a couple of different options for the helmet. So if you want, you can buy 3 of these kits and then build each one of the different versions to have. All right, so yeah, on the teams that work together, you got all those different mobile suits, and they're kind of fulfilling your need to build a whole bunch of different suits. All right, so we got a couple other stuff. This guy, the Grimoire, actually came out recently. Momo Kapuru, that was the name of the Kapul version over here. I kind of like this one, has like the little baby Kapul, and from what I remember, this little baby Kapul should be able to fit inside the Kapul itself. This one is coming out in May, so it should be out this month. And we have the Double O Diber Ace. This kit will be out in June, as well as, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of this one. Surabe Gundam, he'll be out this month as well. So a lot of good Gundam diver stuff to look forward to coming out this month. So here we have some top secret kits. They have that kind of opaque-ish plastic in front, so you can't really see what's inside, but there are more new Build Divers kits on the way. That's looking pretty interesting, and there's a second one over here on the left. As the lights flash, you can kind of get a good take on the shadow of what actually it might look like a tiny bit. Cool little display for Gundam Build Divers we got going on here. The Nataku, I was looking forward to this one this is kind of based on the wing kit but this is a special divers version of the Nataku. It's looking really cool. He's got the wolf or the bear shoulders going on there. This is kind of like the fun stuff that I like to see in the Build Fighters and the Build Divers series. I mean, it's just they can be more creative with these Gundams. They're not really like limited. All right, so Figure Eyes Labo. So this one went up on the site recently. This is kind of something unique and new from Bandai. Actually, this is a bit bigger than I was expecting to be for the kit. So this is Fumina from Gundam Build Fighters Try, and this is kind of like the first figure that they're making in this series. What's really cool about this kind of model kit is they've made it so like they have a pink layer of plastic underneath the skin tones on top, but the skin tone on top like differs in thickness below. So it kind of like shines through and shows like the pink tones underneath. And that's something new for the series. Now if you look over here on the right, actually you can kind of see how they have the dual layers of plastic going. Actually, I guess it looks a bit oranger than I was expecting here on the leg, but you have like the inside color and then the top color. And you can just kind of see how thin that skin color is on top to be able to show that orangish color on top. But this builds, I mean, it looks like a figure, but it builds together just like a regular old model kit. We will be covering this one for you guys on Gunpla TV, so look forward to that. Now this one will be released in June. This one will be out in June. All right, so maybe a new Full Metal Panic kit is being developed. So we had the previous releases that came out, and now we have a new version. It's called the Levatine, I believe, version 4. Same 1/60 scale as the previous kits that were out. This guy has a lot more color going on than the other ones. He looks really, really cool. Some red, some orange. Yeah, it doesn't really look, it's quite a bit different actually than the previous suits, just looking at it here. I'm not sure how many parts it actually shares with the other ones, so maybe this one is completely all new except for possibly some frame parts, but Even the leg joint looks a bit different. All right, so these kits actually just went up on the site last week. New from Bandai Hobby, so these are going to be actual model kits. It is the Mazinger Z. So we have a regular Mazinger kit. They got a kind of cool display over here. There's a regular Mazinger, and then there's going to be a great Mazinger as well. And they come with different weapon sets, and it looks like they're going to come with a display base as well. So the regular's got kind of an axe blade looking thing, and then the great guy is going to have some really cool looking big swords. It makes me wonder, can I borrow those swords and put them on a Gundam?
Good question.
That's a good question. Let's find out. All right, some more figurized action coming from Bandai Hobby. Now, we did the Doraemon kits before. Now, it looks like they're going to have a new kind of special version of Doraemon. We got a yellow clear version of it. I'm not sure what that kanji says for the Doraemon, but that looks kind of cool. So we got a clear yellow version and a solid yellow version. And what's kind of cool is this one has a little propeller on top. I don't remember the original kit having that propeller, but that is kind of a cool looking feature. Now let's move on. We've got some Doraemon stuff coming out too. Now this one just has like a tentative, like maybe they're going to make it, maybe not. Buruma and Bike, I guess this is going to be called. That looks really cool. I like this bike because it kind of can transform. It has the regular bike mode, and then it has this really cool looking walker type thing. And of course, being Bandai with the Gundam and the kits that move, you know this is going to be like a kit that you can actually like take apart and transform yourself. So that's going to be really cool. Because of that feature, I think we really should probably cover it on the Gunpla TV, so you guys can check that out. So with all of other Gundam Dragon Ball stuff that is already out, and we got one more coming out here. It is the Seiya Vegeta. So he's looking rather lightning-fied. I really like this kind of really super long looking. I hope this actually comes with the kit with this little thing that's like dying on the end. That is crazy. I hope that is just a regular kit that they are going to release. All right, so moving on over, we've got some more stuff. Naruto. So it looks like Naruto is going to be out in September. I don't remember Naruto going up for pre-order yet, actually. So this is the first time I've seen Naruto. It's kind of cool to see Bandai get more involved with other properties outside of Gundam to kind of broaden the stuff that they cover. So really looking forward to this cool stuff. All right, so we also have Kamen Rider Build. Kamen Rider Build is also getting some new figurized kits that will be out in, we got figurized standard. Looks like that guy's under planning. This guy will be out in July and August for the one in the back, and two of them in planning. So if you're a big fan of the Kamen Rider series and you actually like to build your model kits, then hey, Bandai probably has something for you. All right, so from Z Gundam, we have the Byron. This is going to be out in July, and this is an HG kit, a new version of the HG kit. That's looking pretty cool. Also, we have the Garibaldi Beta, I believe that symbol means, the Garibaldi Beta, I believe. And that one is going to be out in June. So two more kits from HG Kits coming from the Z Gundam series. All right, so new SD Gundam. So this is that new cross silhouette thing that they have coming out. What's really cool about these kits is they have the option to buy this like larger type frame, or you have like the smaller frame that comes with the kit. So if you want to build one of these kits, and you can kind of really tell it here on this one in the middle here, this is like a standard SD size, but if you buy that extra frame, or if you buy the kit that comes with the extra frame, you can make the cross silhouette version, which is just like a little bit bigger and gives it a bit more articulation because that frame has more joints that can move. So we have like the Granddaddy RX-78 coming out. We've got the Crossbone, there's the Zaku 2, and the Nightingale. I'm kind of really looking forward to the Nightingale. I really like the Nightingale. I just love big mobile suits. Why I like that RG Sazabi. I was really happy for that one to come out. So the first frame that they have coming out for this one is going to be the white frame, but they also have, this one just went up for pre-order, you'll be able to also get a gray frame for these kits as well. Because maybe for like the RX-78, the white frame would be good, but maybe for like a Sazabi, you'd want to have more of a gray internal frame than the white one. So if you want to build the Nightingale with a larger frame, then I'd recommend that gray one. So they're also kind of showing off, like, you can really kind of go around and customize these kits as well. So you can have mix and match. They've got a Zaku head going on to Sd Gundam body there, and gosh, we got all sorts of craziness going on. Looks like they borrowed some other parts from regular SD kits, so it looks like that is going to be an option as well. These look really fun to play around with. Maybe something good to do, maybe something good to build with a first-time modeler or your friends and family. Just, hey, why not? Here we are at the Origin section of the Bandai booth, and we have some new Origin kits that are on the way. One in particular that I noticed right away, and this one says tentative planning, so there's no date set yet. This is the GM. It says Interceptor Custom Gundam. I really like those purple and kind of yellowish off tan color. That looks really nice. And I love the helmet on this guy, that visor. That's a really cool looking visor he's got going on. And another one they have planning here, it says the GM Cannon. GM Cannon. So that's going to be another cool one. Nice colors going on with these as well. And as I always say on the Gunpla TV, the Origin kits, if you've never built one, they're probably some of the best HG kits that you can build as far as details go and that kind of like the features that they are included with. So if you maybe don't want to build an RG kit but you want something a bit more detailed than a regular HG kit, then definitely I would check out the Origin kits. All right, so we have the two new, not really new, I think they're just more Macross kits from Hasegawa with some new included parts. So here we have the Draken 3. Now for the Draken 3 and also for this Siegfried, I don't think they had before included these the side weapon pods here. So those are kind of cool. It adds some extra thrusters on the side, extra weapons. Now Bandai did these kits as well, but Bandai kits are going to be snap together kits. And if you'd rather just build a kit that you can paint yourself and do the gluing and all that wonderful modeling jazz, then you'll be able to do it yourself with these Hasegawa kits. Right, so from Aoshima we have a new kit of the Mecha Godzilla on the way. This kind of looks really, really cool. Actually, it's a bit bigger than I was expecting, maybe because I'm used to that Fujimi. There's also a Fujimi kit in like the Chibi Maru scale, which is really small, but this is like a really, really nice, like accurately proportioned size model of the Mecha Godzilla. He looks really cool. Probably I would imagine that this kit is like a Gundam kit where you're going to be able to snap it together like they've done with other kind of sci-fi kits at Aoshima, although I'm not sure for certain or not. It does mention that this is a non-scale kit and it's plastic, so this is going to be coming out, it just says in 2018. I believe that says fall if I remember my kanji correct.
Yeah, Aki.
Aki. All right, so more Full Metal Panic kits are on the way from Aoshima as well. So you saw me cover one of their earlier releases. I believe it was actually this guy that I built for Gunpla TV. That looks familiar, although it was the Commander version because it had the spike on the head. But they have a new version of the ARX-8 Rebetine. Yes, the Rebetine. So this is similar to what we saw over at the Bandai booth, but this is going to be in 48 scale. And if you look at it, it has that full backpack with the wings and the missiles and a very large gun underneath as well. So it's really kind of slightly different than what you're going to get from the Bandai kit. So just like the other one, this is going to be snapped together, although it's not too, it's a pretty good kit if you like this particular mobile suit and you want something a bit larger than the Bandai kit, then I would definitely recommend buying the Aoshima version. All right, and next up over here we have the police spinners. Now this reminds me of Blade Runner, but this is not something from Blade Runner. I think this is something called Silent Mobius. I'm not too familiar with the anime, but these are some rather interesting looking cool cars. These are in 1/24 scale, so they're actually going to be the same scale as regular car kits. So you'll be able to pose them next to other car kits as well and just keep everything in scale. All right, so here we go. So this is Macross, more Aoshima Macross. Now actually I think we have seen this before at previous hobby shows. I believe I do remember seeing it at the Tokyo Hobby Show. But this is the Variable Fighter Girls. And this is the VF31J Siegfried. This doesn't have a date, it looks like, yet, although the same thing was mentioned back at the Tokyo show. This is still something they're planning with, although it looks more complete now because we actually have some runners on the walls. So it looks like this is actually getting to be closer towards release. They show it here in the Gearwalk mode and the Batroid mode and the Fighter mode as well. This is kind of cool. It differs from the regular Macross kits because the girl can actually like sit on top of the Siegfried attack aircraft as well. So you can do some really nice dynamic poses, which is really interesting, especially if you are a fan of the more girlish model kits. Oh, and there's one more here on the side. Oh, it looks like a new variation as well. Siegfried. Just a different color variation, basically. New hair. Hey guys, we're here at the Kotobukiya booth, and they have new Hexagear kits that are going to be into production pretty soon, at least I hope so anyway. If you look at this one here at the top, I think it says Aguni Reiji. That one looks really cool. It's got this really cool looking dinosaur, like, what would you call that dinosaur? I forget the name of it, bird mode, but man, look at that, pterodactyl. And look at that mouth on it with those teeth, that looks really cool. That is just an awesome looking Hexagear kit. And they also have it over here in like a landed mode. And even just sitting here on the ground in landed mode, that looks pretty cool as well. It reminds me of like a giant flying dragon from like Game of Thrones or something, but in like a cool robot battle or a robot type kit that you can build yourself. Now, one thing I noticed that it says on the tag there, it doesn't have like a release date or a release month that is expected. It just says maybe in planning, but no date is expected, at least as far as I can tell. They also have a really awesome looking Hexagear bike that is really cool looking. So not sure if this one would transform into anything else or if it's only the bike as well. This one also no date is set to it. And we have another really cool looking spiderish type of mobile suit here. That one also no date is set. Abyss Korora. Yeah. Now this one is kind of cool because you can get the little, I forget what they call the pilot figures. You can open this up and a little pilot figure is going to sit on the inside. Just like on the bike, you've got the guy that's just kind of like chilling on inside there. Now we've got some other stuff coming on over this way as well. There is a really giant dinosaur looking figure. Now this thing is just awesome. Now this thing looks like it's already in production, but I do not remember seeing this come out, to be honest. Or is this just a custom? This might just be a custom.
Yeah, it's a custom build.
Just a custom build with parts from previous kits, as far as I know. But that looks pretty cool. That would be cool if they ever made that into production. Yeah, it looks like these are both just like custom builds based off of parts from other previous kits, if I had to guess what they were. So that's kind of part of the cool fun of what you can do with Hexagear, is that you can just kind of combine stuff together and make original new creations. Just depends on how creative you want to get. All right, more new stuff from Kotobukiya. We got Xenoblade. There were some Xenoblade kits they were coming out with. We got Phantasy Star Online. We got Ace Combat Infinity. We got Meteorot, I believe that says. We got more modeling support goods on over here too. Now this is kind of cool. I really like those thrusters they've got in that in this MSG set. I'm just a fan for adding like jet thrusters to kits and whatnot. We also have some more modeling support goods. These are, it says non-scale, because it looks like some kind of cool looking frame stuff that you can play around with. Frame arms type stuff. Well, those are the pilot guys from Hexagear in the back there. They got I guess they're showing off here, this is that display stand, so they're going to have a cool display stand looking thing. There's also some other kind of really cool looking modeling support good thing. I'm not sure what that is. We have some wings maybe, some more frame arms. So we got frame arm stuff. This one will be out in August, the JX25E. We've got another JX25F. These two will both be out in August. Now this guy, I was actually really cool to see this guy go up on the site for pre-order. He'll be out in July, and I just really love the look of this one. It's kind of like an old Zaku-ish type, mono-eye type kit. That's just really awesome. All right, so other stuff that I know people out there love is like frame arm girls type kits. Hatsune Miku will be out in November. We've got some other kind of cute looking frame arm girls stuff. The one on the right will be out in June, if that matches up. Lots of interesting new frame arm girl stuff. This stuff is really popular. I know you guys out there love building the new kits with the cute girls. Robots and girls, it seems to be really popular. Even Bandai's getting into the robot and girls type stuff lately. And here we have more coming on. We got, oh, what was the name of this? Megami Device, that's right. So new Megami Device stuff is coming out too. Chaos and Pretty. SOL. I guess she is SOL. And some more stuff in planning. Now, no dates are set for these guys here. It just says under planning, I believe. But boy, they are packing some heat with those huge weapons. Oh, and this girl's got some blades, some nice blades going on. Okay, so Good Smile now at the Good Smile booth. Good Smile booth is actually starting to make their own model kits that you can build. So before Good Smile kits, or Good Smile would only just make like figures and stuff that were already pre-assembled, but now you can build it yourself. So they're starting off with the Mazinger. I believe this kit, the Mazinger, is going to be out soon, I thought. We got the box version up here in the back. Now, Bandai also just recently, like this week, announced their own version of the Mazinger model kit that you can build. So we'll have to see which one is better. Although I gotta say, looking at the details on this Good Smile kit, it looks pretty decent actually, and it is different than the Bandai kit. So if you're a big fan of the Mazinger, then you might want to go ahead and get all of them. Gotta collect them all. This says this will be out in August, so that's kind of cool. Different than the other Full Metal Panic kits that we see from Bandai and Aoshima, so that is something nice indeed. Now here's something else cool that was just added recently to the website up for pre-order. The Godmaz. Godmaz test shot. So this is just pre-production runners of what you're going to get with this kit. Pretty cool looking. Like 1980s classic 1980s Japanese robot.
Okay, that's it from the Shizuoka Hobby Show 2018.
Yeah, there we go.
Got a big bag of loot.
We'll be back again next year though, 2019.
Yeah, and well, keep up to date with hobbylink.tv. We've got videos coming out every week,
right,
and interesting articles. So, well, we hope you enjoyed this video, and see you again next time.
Yep, see you guys later.
Bye.